Thank you for viewing. Let me introduce myself and tell you the purpose of my channel and why I am starting these type of vlogs. My name is Elle for the purpose of these videos, which is very closely associated to what my real name is. I'm pretty sure I'll tell you what my real name is later, but for right now, let's just say that my name is Elle. And I want to thank you for watching my videos. I'm starting these videos basically dealing with things that I have experienced, are experiencing, and or will experience in the future and in the near future, because I've been writing a blog and also writing in a diary for most of my life, and it has become apparent to me that there are other mechanisms that are working to help us. And let me just clarify what I mean by that. As a child, I always knew that there was something more to life than what we are living. I would always experience when I fell asleep playing with an entity that I call the tickler. Come to find out that I was astral projecting as a child and vividly remember a lot of the journeys that I experienced while I astral projected, and also a lot of my dreams. Um, Also, as a child, I was, I want to say I was an introvert. I kept to myself. I was extremely studious. But all the while, I knew that there was something else. Like I always felt something else, or I always felt like I had these quote unquote special powers, and I was able to move things, or I was able to think certain things, and things would happen. Um, yeah, I remember that a lot in life. And as a teen, I didn't really understand, but I started to get into Wicca. Um, and then as a young adult, I started to do more reading, and I was extremely emotional as a young adult, especially when it came to certain relationships that I was in. And one relationship in particular, I guess I want to say, drove me to the point of awakening and actually realizing that there is something else at play here in this reality that we call life. And not only is this thing at play, but we are able to manipulate and even possibly control and work with this these things that are at play that we do not readily see, we are not taught about, people don't really talk about it, or teach their children about it too much. And this one relationship in particular, I found out more recently that this relationship slash connection that I have with this individual is what we call now a twin flame connection. And during these vlogs, I am going to go into massive detail about all of my relationships, how I felt, the emotions that I experienced, and how that built up to me learning and realizing and being awake and open enough to feel the connection of this twin flame energy. So that's one of the reasons that I decided to start these vlogs. And another reason is because I am not sure if there are any, I'm pretty sure there are, but I haven't done research. Let's just be honest. I haven't done research to find out if there are any other individuals that have separately recorded their experience, but I would like to. How about that? I would like to, because I did it kind of sort of in my blog, but I didn't realize what was happening. I didn't know that this connection existed. I knew that there was something there, and I'll explain the twin flame connection in future vlogs. But basically, what the twin flame connection is, of what I understand, is it is a spiritual connection um, that will, if it is allowed to come to fruition, it sets the precedent of how relationships will be in the future. Because let's just face it, we are at the point in this existence whereby there's a shift going on in consciousness, and that shift will definitely affect how we think, how we eat, how we treat each other. It'll affect, you know, all of the programs and conditionings that we have built up and that are already in our DNA. It'll just, I mean, if we're open enough, it'll be just a beautiful experience. But unfortunately, there might be some, I'm hoping that there won't be some individuals who, you know, who are not open to it. And I guess that's the order of life. But in my world, everybody will wake up at the time that they're supposed to wake up, and we will all get to the point where we're supposed to get to harmonically, and we will all live in bliss. So yeah, I really want to share this with you, because it's just so amazingly crazy, and I'm so grateful that I am able to experience this type of connection. And I am grateful for the gifts that I have been given. I'm grateful for all experiences that I have experienced, and I want to share it with everyone so that they can know that although you might not experience a twin flame connection, you can experience a connection. and and just the fact that you could experience a connection, it's just mind blowing, because we are all connected to everything. We're connected to everybody. I I know those of you who are watching know what I mean. It's so hard to put it in words, but once you are open to the fact that everything that happens to you so that you can grow and grow into love, because that's what we are. We're love and we're light. And once we are able to embrace the things that we don't necessarily like, that we thought that were just so horrible, and realize that there was hella good in those things. Like, we just gotta find them, and in those things, that is where we are able to grow and learn our lessons and be like, wow. Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, I'll explain all of that later. So I'm just so happy that you allow me to share my experiences with you. And let me tell you, it's crazy right now. I feel it is going to get even more crazy. A little bit about myself. I am empathic. I am and have always been working on that gift. As a child, I knew that my thoughts were able to create conditions in my life, and definitely create conditions in other people's lives. I don't know what that name of that gift is, but I am able to feel other people's energies. I'm able to absorb their energy, and I'm able to give them my energy. Also, I am kind of sort of able to feel what they're thinking. That and all of my gifts are working. I am working on. I work with crystals. I absolutely love crystals. I work with dance. I belly dance, and that is also. I believe that belly dancing is definitely one of my gifts. Um, because it allows me to express myself in an artistic way. I also sing. That's definitely another one of my gifts, because you can definitely hear the passion in the message of the song that I am singing through, my vocals. Um, what else can I think of right now? I picked back up my tarot cards. Yay! I used to dabble into tarot with tarot cards when I was younger, so I picked those back up. And let me just say to you, I am learning, still learning, will always learn. I love learning, and I think I have all gifts. Like I can do everything, and guess what? You can do everything also, and you have all gifts also. You just have to believe. You have to tell yourself. I mean, whatever gifts you want, you have. I have a friend who has the ability to instantly heal himself. It is absolutely crazy, and he just doesn't realize that he has this gift. And I'm like, you got a cut just 5 hours ago. There's no mark there at all. What's going on? Like, come on, people, wake up. Look at yourselves. Spend some alone time with yourself, and you'll find out what your gifts are. Believe me, I promise you, you will. I promise you, I'm sending you the love. I'm sending you the love now. I'll talk to you about that too later. So I am so excited. Yeah, I was talking about my gifts, but you know what? We can talk about that later. So I am going to end this video now because I'm getting really, really excited, and somebody's texting me, so maybe I should see what's going on with them. But thank you so much for viewing, and please stay tuned. I know you are going to love this ride. Write to me down below. I will definitely get back in touch with you. I love you all. Love.